Hi, this is Carla, Holland Strange. As we started, let me see, got hair sticking up. Okay. As we start out all the time, I make sure that I state my name because I want to be identified always as my true self. I mean, it would be so easy to change my name and start my life over as someone else and maybe get a fresh start, but I can't because then I'm lying about who and what I am. I thought that leaving prostitution and starting a fresh life after the hell that I've gone through in Austin and Las Vegas would encourage other girls that and let them know that they can have a fresh life. Now, I have been over and over and over and over turned down for jobs since I got here because I can't lie. I'm not going to pretend things. I'm not going to pretend to be something I'm not. You know, yes, I was a porn producer. Yes, I was a porn actress. Been an escort. I'm also a gourmet chef. I created the most amazing composting tea that can grow anything. I can heal anything. I can love unconditionally. I can sit down there and listen to every problem that you have. I don't know why the camera's doing this weird stuff, but it's okay. What I can tell you is I never felt bad about being a prostitute, by the way. I really didn't. I wish I could tell you, oh, it was the most degrading thing in the world. It was horrible, horrible, horrible. But it wasn't. It was beautiful sometimes. Sometimes I was the only link to a person having that touch of intimacy, that person to talk to, a person to understand them. And God did bless me with some of the most amazing clients in the world. I was never harmed. I did get ripped off a couple of times, by guys that had to see me so bad that they pretty much just didn't pay. But when you're in any kind of field of work, you do get ripped off. It can be even a restaurant when people walk dash and dine, or a gas station when they run off. But so there's a little bit of negatives in everything. God always protected me. Maybe that's why in my inner soul I knew that I wasn't really doing anything wrong, that I was guarded by God in what I did. And every time that I touched another human being, maybe it was God touching them too. I am 50 years old, and I applied for a waitressing job. I was going to get the waitressing job. But she didn't call me in for an interview. She talked to me on the phone. As soon as she heard 50, she hung up. Or not hung up, but got done with the interview. I believe that if you're not supposed to be doing the job, that's great and good. You should be able to have some way to get out. If you are supposed to be doing the job, then do it. Do it with pride. Do it with integrity. And do it because you love to do it. No other reasons. Another reason I quit was because I knew that I could never make a life with a mate and stay in that line of work. A lot of men say that it wouldn't bother them, but it really does. I mean, look what it did to Rick. He would never admit it, but I know that it takes away from a man's masculinity to know that his wife has to sell her body to support them. I tried to justify it with saying, well, this is the only way I can have sex, because Rick, of course, wouldn't have sex with me in the years we were together, except 5 times, because he struggles with his own inner self, and I can't go there, so I don't know, don't care. So I justified my job as a way that I could have sex with other men and have a good sex life, because I do love sex, and not be unfaithful, because I knew that I would never fall in love with a client. I knew, because that is a code of ethics for me, not to fall in love with a client. So I kept myself faithful that way. And I felt that that was a good way for my clients to stay faithful to their wives, because they're not going to fall in love with me. They might begin to care about me. That's like with any therapist. You get to bond with your therapist or your teacher. It's called transference, and it's understandable, but it's just transference. It's not love. But on a scale of true commitment and true love, there's no way I could have had sex openly with someone just to mess around, because I loved Rick so much that it was just out of the question for me. A few times we did split up. I dated one guy, and I got really treated great, awesome. So I knew that maybe I could walk away from Rick, finally walk away from him. But what happened, as soon as he got back into my world, I dumped that great guy for Rick again. Now, was this self-punishment? Or was this the knowledge that no one else in my world would do but him? Good, bad, ugly. He was the only one that I ever wanted to commit to since I grew up, since I transitioned. But no matter how much you love someone, you cannot change them unless they want to change themselves. He didn't. He didn't love me. And it was hard for me to accept, but I did. I have gotten to the point now where I'm ready to move on. I'd like to do it with a job, but you know, God has a plan. Plan is I can help where I can. Where I can't, I'll know. And I'll have the strength to move ahead with my life without Rick, without Tom. I am blessed enough to be back home. A place where I grew up, and nobody really judges me here, because they know the inner Carla and they know who I am. So I'm going to church in a few minutes. I'm continuing to meet people daily, to make a commitment to my home. I will not be forced to move again. So if anybody has any plans of making me homeless again, I'm already homeless still, so screw you. And I'm still home. I'm staying at Ashley's. I'm ready to move out on my land as soon as it gets warm enough to live in a tent. And I can clear a few of those damn cactus. But I do have a home. I have my grandparents' land, and I'm blessed. Not many people at 50 years old that has been crushed over and over and over can tell you that they are blessed. And I am. My grandparents left me an awesome, awesome legacy. They are the reason that I am who I am. They gave me the integrity to know that I'm okay. I don't harm people in any way. I don't steal. I love unconditionally. And I don't have money to buy clothes to work in because Joshy Poo throwing all my stuff out. I don't have but a very little bit of clothes left. But I did get my family pictures this time. Couldn't take that away from me again, huh? I slept with it in the car all the time, but I had to choose between my dog and my clothes. And as you can tell, he's over there asleep on the bed. And the paintings. I love those paintings. I've got a few of them, but not many. But Josh, you didn't rob me. He robbed you. Because I'll get better again. It may take me a minute, but I'll get better again. Yours will end up in karma that you will continue and continue to fall. That house will sit empty until it rots or until the bank takes it. The neighbors hate you for what you did to me and what you did to them. All night long, the place was covered and people coming to steal my stuff. You're the only one in this whole deal that will pay. Anyway, people, peace out. Many blessings. Massive orgasms. Rick, I still love you. I'm moving on.